Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sagas of the Shimmering Sea. This is the Assassination of Primarch Magli Blackice. We're down one of our players today, but they have been replaced with the most beautiful of kittens. How cute is this cat? How cute is this doctor? And how much do we love him? We love him so much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Assassination of Primarch Magli Blackice, the show where a bunch of us try to dismount a fascist dictator while the other one gets to pretend to be a fascist dictator. It's a hoot. Um, and here we are again to figure out what we want to do and how we want to do it and how we want to make the world a different and hopefully better place. Do we have some beliefs that have been written? And if so, may I ask about them? Faye.
Hi.
Hi.
I forgot to ask Nia if this is going to be okay. How does everyone feel about being in a lot of danger? Okay.
Get two thumbs up over there. I
Okay.
love it when you're in lots of danger.
Okay. I think Juno is going to want to maybe declare war on Yemis.
Okay. So this is your first belief. Your first belief is that you want to declare war on Yemis.
Yes.
Just to be clear, for the sake of clarity, the war on Yemis, this is specifically not fish Yemis. This is child Yemis.
Child Yemis.
Child
Yemis.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. I am. Wow. Okay. Those are words. Do you have an action plan to begin this? And is the plan to go to war with Yemis or to declare war with Yemis?
Declare war with Yemis.
I love it. This sounds great to me.
Yes.
I'm excited. We're gonna see how this all goes. Excellent. That's one belief. Do you have a second belief?
Oh, right. I should have a second belief. Second belief, I think she would want to look more into the foundation of why Magli Blackice came to power. And I have an action plan there too.
Excellent. Cool. And just for my own sake, are you thinking like why on a metaphysical level or why on a political level or practical level?
Political level?
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely go into that. No problem. Looking forward to it. Excellent. Let's check in with Nia. Nia, we have missed you. You've been off learning to save people, but we've missed you here too, in a more immediate sense of saving fictional people. And do you have any ideas about what you are thinking you would like to Kaz to push for today?
Well, so it's definitely no shocker that I've been gone for a while, so I hope you'll allow a little bit of leniency with the vagueness
100%.
of my beliefs. Probably my primary thing, because Nia, is going to be trying to catch up with what's going on, so probably translate that with Kaz just supporting what's already going on with Juno's plan. And secondary is probably gonna be covering her bases with her loved ones, which I guess is really mainly Lady Iria.
Okay.
Wanna specifically increase her guard, personally, recruit some people.
Increase the protection of Lady Iria. I like it. That sounds like two excellent and good plans. And last but not least, Mr. Dagmar, High Priest Dagmar, Thomas, darling, what would you like to do today?
Well, one of his beliefs is going to be that too much time has passed. He definitely he needs to find a way to touch base with Alden and make a plan for managing the city's perspective on him versus Magli Blackice. That's been something that's been on the to-do list for a while, and I just don't want to put it off anymore because it's been a constant.
Him, you mean specifically you, right? Thomas v. Magli, or Alden v. Magli, or what are you trying to do?
Yes, Alden versus Magli, if he can manage it.
Sounds good.
Hey, babe, how comfortable are you with a lot of lying? No. Question mark? The second one, I believe, this could go a couple different ways. like I have all these ideas, and then I had to figure out like which of them are going to be high up enough on his priority list via what he's believing currently. I think that his second belief, talking very slowly. Oh, I know what it is. He's going to he wants to learn more about what he and Azad are capable of. So he wants to try, because they've discussed it briefly, he wants to try to work with Azad to gain more control over the magic that they can access.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we're at the point where that is going to require some more effort.
Sounds good to me. I like it. Sounds good a lot to me. Okay, let's think about this. I'm going to imagine the city as being cool because I am hot and I would like cool ocean breezes currently. So I think midday, maybe early, maybe morning, mid-morning we'll say. Juno, you had work to do this morning, just sort of your normal work for our dear leader, whom we stand. And you also, I think you have a brief conversation. Your friend that we brought back from. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so bad today because it's been so long.
What Demon Island. Camilla.
Camilla, thank you.
Caprina.
Camilla from Caprina, thank you. We brought Camilla from Caprina back, and Camilla is quite like talking to you about the possibility of like opening up a shop above the bookstore, above the Lighthouse bookstore. And she's sort of like wanting to know about like taking out loans and figuring out things, and is hoping to sort of start like an economic situation that might be possible. And so she's asking you advice on that. How does that go? Do you give her good advice? Do you know good advice? Are you useless? Do you encourage her to talk to someone?
I think she would give her the advice that Juno knows about saving money, which she would have learned quite a bit about that through the work that she does with Stepwise. Yeah. At least when it comes to allocating funds. And she can say that as an investment, she can put in the first amount to get the shop started, because they're going in as partners anyways.
Wow, that's great. I'm so glad. I feel weird though because I can't match your investment.
Oh, well, I mean, you're the one who, is planning on doing all of this. Oh, well, not all of this, but, you have all of these ideas for the things that you want to sell and the things that you want to make. In a way, what you're doing is twice as much as what any initial investment would be.
Okay. But still, I feel weird, but,
Oh, if you feel too weird, I don't have to. I could work at the shop.
No. I mean, I'd rather get it up and running and then be able to pay you back faster or something so that we become equal partners sooner.
Sure. You know what? We'll go on a loan together instead of that. How's that? Because Juno's going to say that, because I have more, I've been in the city for a long time, people know me, that kind of thing. So that way, if you have any trouble with a loan, the both of us together will be able to get a larger one.
Okay, yeah. Well, you mentioned those paperwork things that we'll have to fill out. I'm gonna go get copies of those and start filling them out, and I'll come back tomorrow and we can talk about going to the city to get a loan.
Awesome, love it.
Thank you so much, Juno. I'm so pleased with this whole opportunity and everything. It feels like a new start.
Yeah. No, I'm excited too. I'm glad to see that you're doing this,
Yeah. And she leaves.
Okay. Juno sheds a single proud tear.
And then resolves to start moving.
Yes, it resolves to start moving. So Juno would have ahead of time written out a series of things. Okay. If it's okay, if I start here. So Juno would have written down absolutely everything she knows about Child Yemis, the people that Child Yemis has been seen with, the people she's interacted with and had deals with before Kaz, and the influences that she has had in the community. And also the fact that she has taken over as the god of the local temple. And if it's okay if I do this, she will have a series of stamped notes.
So you copied this out multiple times?
No, the series of stamped notes will say, behold the false god, release her or you will be found.
Wow.
So there's going to be a number of those. She has ideas. And Juno is going to go to Thomas.
Okay, so Thomas, I think we'll have a short little mini scene with you at the temple. Which of your people do you think is talking to you right now?
I promised myself I was going to say unless.
It's really hard to do.
It is.
Oh wait, unmute yourself.
Yep, I'm still muted, but now I'm not.
Oops. Okay, now there's an echo. Oh no, there's probably not. You're probably good now.
Testing.
No, you're good. Sorry.
Okay, cool. He would be talking with Jesus. Ivana, because Jesus. He no fantasy Jesus. No. Sure. He would be talking with Ivana because he would want to kind of check in with her about everything that just happened with the Ashen One and let her know that she doesn't have to be looking over her shoulder quite as much. So that conversation would probably just be happening.
So yeah, so she comes in with like business for you to deal with, and then you tell her this, and she looks at you and she's like, you can see physical relief in her body. You can just see it dissipate immensely. And then she looks at you and she says, I'll still be wary though, right?
No, naturally. I'm sure, I mean, I'm not sure if you are aware of them or not, but he likely has other underlings, and of course they may be aware of each other to varying degrees. We're working on sort of decoding that network. Someone's actually working on that right now, and we're hoping to have more answers as to his whole structure that hopefully we can exploit. But I just wanted to let you know, because I know the temple has been a sort of protective sphere.
Yeah.
And
safe.
Because as long as you're here watching me, then you're theoretically doing what he told you to do.
Yeah.
But for someone with your talents, and I'm not sure if you adhere to following Tandon or not, but I just wanted to let you know that sometime in the future you may have other opportunities available to you, and if you want any help in any direction, or if you're happy to stay right here, all you have to do is let me know, and I'll do everything we can to make sure that someone with your gifts and your brightness is able to have a good life.
Thomas, I love you, but and I say this with all the kindness in my heart. You don't know a first thing about running a temple, and this whole place would fall apart without me.
Respectfully. You sound like my mentors now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a good thing a lot of them passed away before the wars, because if any of my teachers ever had the slightest inkling that I would be the one to live long enough to be heading this temple, they probably would have burned it to the ground before, in their opinion. I could have done it for them.
Yeah, seriously. I have no trouble believing that. But,
I just want to let you know that you're not bound here. I don't know where else you came from or anything. Okay.
Feel when I was assigned here, it was because I had a passing familiarity rather than a belief. But when I see the things that you've done in the city with the people, when I see the way that you brought forth in your own way such solace to people suffering from the plague, and then helped cure it, when I see all of that, and the movement now around Kazan, it's hard not to believe that Tamden is working here, or someone. But whoever it is, they're working through you, and I can see that.
Well, in the sense that it's all of us together who have achieved this, normally that would be Yemis who should be receiving credit, but...
Yemis is all about bringing people together, and I value that, but what you've done is provided shelter. You've created a space where people can come together. It's hard to come together when you're being battered apart by the storm.
Well, that's the best thing any of us can do for each other here in this world, isn't it? I mean, you build a nation, maybe your grandchild is a weak ruler and the whole thing falls apart, or they go to a new political system in a couple of 100 years. Maybe there's someone who invades you. You start a school, you slap your name on a library, and after you're gone, someone donates a little more money and they rename it. No legacies we can build in this world are really lasting. The only thing you can do to leave your mark on it is to be kind to other people, because people who are shown kindness, they take that and they pass it to their neighbors, to their children, who in turn may be good parents to other children, who may be good parents to other children, who know to help their neighbors because their parents always help their neighbors. And all we can really do for each other here is to lift each other up.
Become, in a sense, your own fair wind.
Precisely. See? You're fitting in around here with the ocean metaphors already.
I just got a psychic tingle. Juno's coming.
Oh. Yeah, I'll put on some tea.
I've got it. And she stands up and sets up the tea and then goes to open the door and opens the door just Juno as you're about to knock.
Oh, hey, wow.
I was just leaving. There's tea brewing, but I'd give it a minute.
Thank you.
She walks up.
Right. So, Thomas.
Juniper, don't you look like the cat who got the canary?
Nope. I'm the canary. If you could, just one moment. We'll wait for the tea to steep. And she's going to cast Private Sanctum.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yep. So she casts Private Sanctum. She already, just I should note, it has non-detection. So, do you have a place where you can keep things secret?
Mercury does.
What, boss?
Hey, Mercury.
Well,
actually,
I haven't paid my fines in a moment. Hold on. He digs in his desk drawer and he pulls out a jar of room temperature caviar. He slides it over to Mercury.
Speaking of, actually, I love you, Thomas, and you're great. But I'm here to talk to Mercury. And you. But mostly Mercury.
Azad and I will take ourselves off to the balcony then, and let you two.
No, I'm listening. Your friend should
privately.
probably be here to talk. So, Mercury, hey. I need to ask a favor of you today.
Does it involve anything tasty?
Sure. Isn't justice tasty?
I don't know. You keep making jokes like that, I'm going to find out if Fox is tasty.
I'm not. Like, my shampoo probably doesn't taste very good to you.
Certainly doesn't smell good. All that fur.
Thanks. Yeah, it's cucumber. Anyways,
Is it a fruit? Is it a veggie? It's basically water.
It's water.
The whole point of having wings is to fly over the water, not in it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, I need to ensure that in case anything happens to me or Thomas or Kaz or people that we care about, if anything happens to any of them relatively soon, I need you to get this, and she's going to take the papers with all the information, which I forgot to mention would be in illusory script, which illusory script lasts 10 days, and the writing on it only can be read properly by Juno or a creature that she designates when she casts the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that creature is the space cop. And she's going to say, if anything happens, you need to go to this location and deliver this to the space cop.
Interesting.
But don't do that unless I either tell you or unless one of us is hurt.
One of us could get hurt any day.
Well, you know what I mean. If one of us is killed.
Like if you stub your bean, I assume Mercury shouldn't go flying off.
Okay, if one of us is killed. Can you do that for me, Mercury?
None of you are going to die, right? This is just like one of those safety measures that you do because you're overprotective and...
Oh,
you know.
How long do pseudo-dragons live? Do we need to have this conversation?
No, we'll be good. Also, can you survive without Thomas?
Who are you asking?
I'm not asking you to do that.
I know. I wouldn't. That's a question.
That's a dark but interesting question. So, can he survive without me?
Talking to the tattoo?
Talking to Azad, yes.
I don't... He'll be fine, I believe.
Okay.
Thomas side-eyes Mercury.
Oh, good. So if you could keep this somewhere safe. Also, I can totally give you something tasty if you want to sow some chaos tonight.
I totally want to sow some chaos tonight. That sounds much more fun than imagining you dead.
Okay, yeah. So Thomas, you'll need to know this too. So tonight I am planning to light up the sky a little bit. And
fireworks.
Sort of. The equivalent. And when I do so, I would like Mercury to just release this over the most populated part of town. And she's going to show him the stamps that she has made.
Oh, you might need the flock for that.
Need a what?
You might need the flock for that.
Yeah. Could you help me with that?
Did you bring something tasty for me?
There's tea.
This?
I suppose justice is relatively delicious.
Yeah. Oh, also, I did kind of maybe talk to someone who knows my dad. Is that juicy?
Damn. Anything new? Anything intriguing?
No, I told her to like cuss him out for me, sort of. Not cuss him out, just to say that I was like, I'm just getting tired.
Yeah. Teenagers.
I'm not a teenager.
I know, but you've got to make up for lost time, don't you?
I'm like the equivalent of like not a teenager anymore. I'm grown.
So an adult.
Yeah, sort of. I don't think I can drink yet in Fox Folk years, but I'm I'm still good. Okay.
Would counselors stepwise ground you? What? Why? Why can't you? How?
Like, you know, I guess I could.
I'm learning so many things this afternoon.
Okay, so are you down with it? Do you wanna cause some shit?
Certainly. It's whatever you like.
Do you want to join me on a walk somewhere vaguely near Temple of Yemis sometime tonight?
Do you know what? By their very nature, the Temple of Yemis has seaside access to one of the most beautiful reef systems on the shoreline. How about a midnight swim?
That would be lovely. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so she's going to put her things away and she's going to give the illusory note to Mercury for safekeeping.
Okay, yeah. Mercury flies it and hides it away. And, yeah. He hides it and flies it away. Beautiful.
Yeah, well, the next step in her plan is at nighttime, so...
Well, we'll get there shortly, but before we get there, we're going to check in with our paladin, Kaz. How you doing?
It depends on how you answer these questions of mine. So, you know, I've missed some stuff, so I'm just gonna ask. I would have asked Lady Iria beforehand, but how is she doing resources wise? How many people can we afford to hire? Things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like you to make an insight check because Lady Iria is going to lie to you right now.
Oh, insight, my best skill that I have. Oh my god, 23.
Beautiful. Nat 20, gotta love it.
No
yes,
way.
Lady Iria quite candidly lies to you and says, "Oh, we're fine on resources. Everything's covered. I wouldn't worry about it too much."
And my insight tells me that this is
in
false?
some way, shape, or form false, that she is nervous about something or money or some other aspect of things. She's twitchy. Not that twitchy. She's never twitchy. She's super elegant. She holds like her hand like is just like a little bit stiffer than usual.
Yeah, I get like really close. Hey, I know you're not telling the truth.
What do you mean?
About something.
Kaz.
Lady Erie.
Charged with my protection and are doing a phenomenal job. But don't you think that we spend enough money protecting me and could be putting more money towards, I don't know, the cause?
But your protection is important.
Yes, but it's also very thorough. I mean, look at the team that you've assembled. They're quite skilled, and like most of the time you're here too.
But what if I'm not?
Well, then I'm sure your team that you have trained will be capable enough. What do you think about that? Do you think they're capable enough?
The last time I did this, I think I hired Harville was the main person. Yeah. I do trust him. That was one of his things, was that he was loyal. I think this is all coming from a place of anxiety for Kaz with all that's going on. But what if we just had one more person, you know, to help Harville out? You know, he's not awake 24/7. Like someone to take the other half of the day. Like, what if I'm not around?
I mean, you have the full team. You have Harville and the team, but roll a persuasion check.
21.
if you truly feel it is necessary to hire someone else, I will allow it. I'm trying to put as much money as I can towards our secret efforts, rather than just...
And who will be able to do that if something happens to you? Listen, I know part of this is selfish because I am concerned, especially with what happened with you getting poisoned. The reality is, I might not always be around. Maybe even on a permanent basis. Who
You're
knows?
not gonna die.
I'm not planning on it.
You're not allowed to.
You should tell everyone else that.
I have.
But still, it would help me at least to know that you are well protected, regardless of where I am.
If we are being candid, it crossed my mind that this building is well protected from particularly magical things. But when I am on the move and I don't have you or Juno, Harville is great and skilled, but he doesn't have really a lot of capability of dealing with magic, if you know what I mean.
Yes. That is a good point.
So if you're looking for someone, then I guess that's what I'd recommend.
All right. I'll look for someone who deals with magic then.
Preferably not someone creepy. I mean, I know she's the kind of your guys' friend or whatever, but please don't hire her.
Oh, what a great idea.
No, please do not do that. I mean, she's saved my life and I'm grateful, and I wrote her a thank you note and donated some money, but I would, you know.
I mean, she grows on you.
No, please, anyone else. Would she even want to?
Probably not.
Okay, well then, great. Let's move on.
Hey, I'll be back. You agreed to it. No takes backs.
She nods and turns back to her letter writing.
Yeah, I'm definitely headed to Masha's Seasword.
Of course you are. Okay. So you make it to Masha Seasworn's part of town.
I'm just waiting for her to be creepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. The door opens and you hear, "I was sleeping."
I didn't do anything. I just approached. I didn't even knock.
You make a loud impression.
Oh. Thanks.
Your psychic imprint is agonizing. Oh, man.
I don't know if that was a compliment, but I'll take it that way.
Yeah, so you walk in, and this place was ransacked the other day, and her response to that was to pull out several bottles of the good stuff. And I think as you walk in, like, you hear her, like, stumble over a bottle of something, and you hear the bottle clink, clink, clink across the ground as she sort of moves towards the back of the place and looks at you. Kazan.
Hungover?
Shh.
I heard egg yolk and cayenne pepper works well.
I have a blessing that will remove the pain.
Okay. You might want to do that before I keep talking.
Can you wait the 10 minutes for it to brew?
Yeah, I'll look around.
Okay. So she goes into the back room where there's a tree. Yeah, you are left alone in what's left of her shop.
Okay, so it was ransacked?
Yeah, it was ransacked the other day. You guys were there. It turned out that some powerful people that you guys pissed off when you freed her from prison sent some people to ransack her place. She's sort of the most public connection that you guys have, and so, or one of the more public connections that you guys have, and so people are targeting your friends.
Well, as much as I want to play a fun prank, I'll definitely work on maybe cleaning things up as best as I can. There's like broken glass.
Yeah, there's a lot of broken glass. There's a lot of broken figures. A lot of like talismans that are supposed to be like protections or good luck charms are all busted and broken in many various places. There's this weird spot on the wall that you've never seen before. It's sort of this off blue color and it looks a little moldy.
I poke it.
Yeah, it like is squishy in that spot. It like you're pushing through the wall a little bit. It feels, and then it pops back. It feels a little bit like you're pushing on a mushroom.
I want to sniff it.
You want to sniff it?
Yeah.
Great roll, Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! 22.
Yeah. It's definitely poisonous, but your sturdy system is very immune to poison, I think, already. And then on top of that, it doesn't have its mind-altering effects on you as well to sort of toss you into a dream world.
Great. Well, that's interesting. I'm just gonna pinch some off, maybe, and just like, put it in my pocket, just loose.
Yeah, absolutely. If you would like to write the blue dream fungus, you should feel free to write blue dream fungus on your inventory.
Okay. Wonderful. That's probably as far as my snooping goes. I'll just work on cleaning up while she's doing that.
Masha comes back and looks a little better. On a scale of 1 to 10, if before she was like a 10 on hungover, now she looks like a 7. And she like pours a glass of water, just like downs it quickly, and then pours another one and starts sipping it.
It's important to be hydrated. I think you need it more.
I've got other glasses, probably, that aren't broken. Maybe I had to magically repair this one last night, and I didn't use it.
Wow. Gosh, this is a lot. I didn't realize it was this bad. But I hope that maybe your reaction to this proposition will cheer you up.
Speak.
Do you want to work for Lady Iria?
No.
Why not?
Why would I?
Because it'd be so cool.
To work for a noble?
Yeah, because she's gonna pay you.
I don't care.
I mean, you'd get steady income.
What does she need? She want me to curse someone?
No, just for protection.
You want to have her hire me to protect her?
Yeah.
Like some sort of glorified bodyguard?
I don't think we would call you a bodyguard. Something cooler. Like an advisor.
Is she willing to come live here?
I'll ask, but I think probably not.
Okay, well, I can't leave.
Can't or won't?
Can't.
Can't.
Well, won't to the good degree that it might as well be can't. And she gestures to the back room. It needs attention at this process. But were you looking for me in particular, or just someone powerful and good at protecting people?
someone powerful and good at protecting people, but it would be really cool if it was you because I think we get along so well
No,
already.
I'm not working for Lady Iria. She is the worst. It was she's friends with Mela Stepwise. There's no way I'm working for Lady Iria.
Oh, boo.
Look, I'll give you a name. Is that enough?
Yeah, but I'd throw it all away for you, Masha.
I cannot leave the tree.
I understand.
And she pulls out. She tries to pull out a piece of paper, and it rips more than it already is. And she just sort of like looks down and dejected for a second, and then reaches in and pulls out another piece of paper. It's already half ripped, and she just she grabs like a pen and no ink. And so she just like for a second thinks, fuck everything. And she stabs herself in the hand and then uses her blood to write out a name for you.
Your blood?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, why? Second of all, I had a pen, if you had asked. And I'm just gonna put a hand on her shoulder and give her a point of lay on hands.
Yeah, you watch as the wound picks up. She says, whatever. This is faster.
Was it? Well, I appreciate the name, but
he's a foreigner to these lands. I hope you don't mind that. He's from across the sea.
That's fine by me. Do you need help? Do you want help?
No. They're just gonna... I looked into the eyes. They're gonna come back in 2 days and destroy it all again, so I'm not gonna repair anything.
In 2 days?
Yeah.
You know exactly when?
Yeah, around 12:30 after lunch.
Okay. I'll be here.
Don't worry about it. Please don't bother. They're just gonna come and screw everything up again, and it's not a big deal. It's just stuff. And every single one of them is going to suffer a cursed existence, as you know, and are going to suffer long and prettily for me. So don't worry about it. It's just really annoying.
I'll be your friend.
Fine. And she turns back to the note and she finishes writing. It's still red somehow, but she finishes writing, and she looks at it and looks at you, and then puts it down and then adds a little mark, and she hands it to you, and she says, when you see them, hand them this piece of paper.
Okay.
It has a secret mark that you cannot see upon it, but that they will be able to see, and it will identify you as a friend or ally of mine.
Okay. And where can I find this person?
Yes. There's a bookstore that I know you know, the Lighthouse bookstore. 3 blocks down from there, there's a small blue house that is shingled, and in the front window there is a sign that says it has a turtle shell on it.
Okay.
Knock on the door. He usually is home.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Stay hydrated.
She sips some more water.
Do you eat food? Do you have food?
Yeah.
Want some bread? Are you sure?
I'm fine. Is it from that bakery?
Yeah, I mean, and it's a little, like, it was in my pocket, but, like, it's still good.
You're offering me pocket bread?
It's the best kind.
You realize that I'm a horrible witch that's filled with, like, spirits of vengeance that, like, seek revenge on people inherently, right?
And does that mean you can't enjoy some pocket bread?
Roll a persuasion check.
12. That tracks.
Please just leave. I'll be fine.
Okay. I, like, turn around to leave, but I accidentally dropped the bread on the ground.
Yeah, as you accidentally drop it, like she grabs a plate. It's chipped heavily, but it's the most intact plate in the shop, and she like holds it out quickly. Her arm moving really, really fast, and it falls out of your pocket onto the plate.
I knew it. I don't say that out loud. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better. What is the name on the paper?
It says PO hyphen QWA.
QWA. Okay. Okay. Then I guess that will be the next stop.
Okay. You find the house quite easily. It is blue and has shingles upon it, and in the window, it's pretty small, but there's like a little painting of a turtle shell. And like, it kind of looks like, not like child's artwork, I would say, but like, kind of, what's the word? There's a simplicity about it, and like, it's not even clear that this is a store. Like, there's no way anyone would look at this and think that's definitely a store. It looks like some person's house.
Okay, seems safe.
The blue is a friendly blue. I would say it's sort of bright.
Okay. Divine sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You don't sense anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Then I guess her instructions were to knock. Mm-hmm. I'll knock.
The door opens, and a 6'8" turtle person is standing there and looks at you through reading glasses on their nose.
Hi, do you live here? Your door was open.
Yes. Come in.
Oh. Okay, that was easy.
Opens it and then sit at table and we can discuss your business.
Great. Okay. Take a seat at the table. What does it look like inside of the house?
It looks very much, the floor is shag carpeting, brown, but very, very soft and squishy underneath your feet. Not attractive, but squishy. The table is a very beaten wood table. It's maybe 3 feet in diameter. And the chairs are slightly too low, particularly for someone as tall as this person is. Hanging on the wall, there seems to be some sort of protective charm made out of metal that's like sort of ingrained into the wall itself. But it also kind of has like a look of artwork. If you roll an Arcana check, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
That you don't recognize it. That you don't recognize it. And like he's got they've got beads blocking to the back area, and like a hallway down there, but you can sort of see through them. There seems to be a kitchen back there. This is definitely like the front room of a very normal house. The one thing that's weird is that there is a like along one side of the room there's like a work desk, it looks like, and on it and across it are all these stones, and inside it, and then it has a glass case, and inside it there's all this sand, and then underneath it on the floor there's all these glass blowings.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks is mine. I am Poqua.
Poqua, I am Kaz. I hold my hand out.
Holds his 3-fingered hand out.
Shake.
How can I help you?
I show him the slip of paper.
He looks at it. Are you friends with her?
Oh my gosh, yes. We are best friends.
I am glad to hear that she is capable of friendship.
Yeah, when you really get to know her, she's actually pretty, like, warm and cuddly.
I have known her for 50 years and
Mm.
would never have imagined to hear her described that way. It says that you have work for Pokwa.
Yes, I work for a person who's pretty cool. Her name's Lady Iria. Was wondering if you would want to come on board as protection.
Are you looking for permanent enchantment protection on a place of residence, or are you looking for uh, someone to actually be with and protect?
Be with and protect.
Uh, would I be working for um, anyone who would I be working for anyone? Who would be my boss?
Well, you're under me technically,
Okay.
but
Then
I work for
question.
Lady Iria.
Okay. You are her chief of security or something? Okay. Um, do you like cookies?
Yes.
Would
Gosh,
you
I was so scared.
would you like a cookie?
Yes.
These are from my home and a recipe. And he reaches into a desk and pulls out a tray. I was saving them, but
Nice
put them on
cookie
the table.
drawer.
Yeah. And he puts them on the table between you. They're sand cookies, almond sand cookies.
Oh my gosh. I definitely am gonna pick one up, take a big old bite.
Very crumbly.
And the taste.
Delicious.
Oh, oh my gosh. You made these?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You're so good at baking. Oh, an
You
added
see him
bonus.
actually, like, he's not eating a cookie, he's staring at you intently to, like, see how you react to this.
Well, my reaction is one of pure bliss.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. He looks at you and he says, um, would I be reporting directly to you, or do you have, like, someone that works for you that I would be working for?
Um,
I have had experiences with bad bosses, so I am trying to figure out if this job will be worth it.
that's fair. No, you'd be reporting to me. You'll be working alongside uh, another person, Harville Buntlebread. But both of you report to me, and I report to Lady Iria.
Is he a spellcaster?
No.
Is there anyone who's going to try to tell me how to do my spellcasting?
If there is, let me know, and I'll take care of it.
Okay. So good pay rate and keep one woman alive.
Yeah.
Is she in immediate danger?
Possibly. Someone tried to poison her not long ago.
I can protect from poison. Also projectiles and
Yep, that's a
short
good
range
one.
weapons, and can make her invisible if need be, and provide quick getaways. I have prodigious magical talents. It is said.
Well, I'm sold on your talents. I mean, you seem cool. I feel like I should watch you like cast a spell or two. I'm not good at this. hiring spellcasters. I've hired like, people who like fight, and I'll like watch them do that. What's the equivalent of that for you?
Of watching someone fight? Oh, you mean like to examine their business?
Yeah.
Would you like a demonstration?
That'd be great.
Okay. I am going to do two things. They are counterintuitive, but I'm going to cast a spell upon you, and then I'm going to throw something at you. I would prefer if you don't dodge.
I can do that.
Okay. This won't hurt. And he like holds his hand out and puts it on your shoulder. And then he says a couple of words, and he reaches into his into a pouch that is on his belt and pulls out some blue sand and just sort of sprinkles it on your head. And as it touches you, it disappears. And then he pulls his hand away, and he looks around, and he sees a rock, and he sort of toys with it for a second, and then he looks, picks up a sand cookie instead. And, there's like 20 on the plate, and he just, okay, can you not dodge? Some people instinctively try to dodge, but it's less impressive.
Yeah, don't worry.
And he throws the sand cookie at you as hard as he possibly can, and it stops and bounces off like 3 inches from your face, and then shatters on the ground in a million pieces. And he looks, and he's like, it is hard to get crumbs out of the carpet.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. Sorry about the mess, though.
No, I should have thought that through.
Well, I'm sold. If you're sold, I think we should seal the deal. And by that, I mean handshake.
He holds out his hand.
All right, welcome aboard.
Thank you much. And you give him the details, the address, the location, the pay rate, all that good stuff. Is there room for me to sleep there, or would you prefer me to sleep here?
I would prefer you sleep there.
Is no problem.
Okay.
Can I will be there in a couple hours. I have to pack up some stuff then.
No problem.
Okay. Oh, how long do you think this will last?
Our partnership? I don't see any immediate need for you to leave, if that makes sense. So indefinite for now.
Okay. Okay. Then I will bring a little bit more stuff.
Oh, you should bring those cookies with you.
Oh, yes. Does Lady Iria have a kitchen?
Yes.
I have been teaching myself to cook, and in my off hours I would like to keep learning to cook.
Not a problem.
Excellent. I appreciate that. Well, it was nice meeting you, Kazan. You're an interesting person.
I'm interesting. Have you seen yourself? I'd say I'm the one who got to eat some great cookies, see some cool magic. I mean...
Yes, but you have severed a god from your soul. That's even more unique.
I guess.
Just saying.
Okay.
I'll see you in... Well, I'll be there in 2 or 3 hours.
Sounds great. All right.
Okay. Let's check in with Thomas.
Can we circle back? Like, to that? Like, wait, severed a god? They didn't talk about that.
That's interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Kaz took it in stride.
God damn it! Just wanted to establish that for a moment there. Shoot!
Was this something we know already?
I don't think it's that.
Pretty sure it is.
Well, whatever. Sorry. You're good.
Thomas, how you doing?
He's doing wonderfully. well, I mean, obviously things could be better. There's still this pesky draft because the powers that be have insisted on defying his very well forged letter. And so now there will be hell to pay. And so before he can make that happen, he's like doing the admin on it, and he's drafting stuff up and kind of grumbling to himself, like, people think I'm not adhering to the tenets of Tamden. Fine, we'll see about that. And he's like drafting these documents to be like, Tamden is recruiting priests to send out into the world away from the city to, to follow the principles of, experiencing the gods' fair winds and following seas. We are sending out as many people as we can away from the city. If you would like to be a part of this.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, why don't you roll a I feel like that's a performance or persuasion roll. I'll take either.
Sure. He's basically, he's like instructing people, like, we are taking acolytes. You're
recruiting.
Okay, so which one would that be?
I think persuasion, but I'll take performance if you want.
They are the same stat for me.
Well, that is fine. Narratively, you can pick which one you want.
12.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the truth matters that things are doing really, really well. But there's a limitation on how well they can do, to a certain extent. There's a there's a degree to which you are trying to free people from the problems that they're facing, which is a good thing to do. And there's a degree to which Magli's dark vision is pretty pervasive and powerful as well. You're kind of offering a religious out, but in many ways, like, that's different than pushing against him for many people. You're sort of like, what am I trying to say? I'm saying that we've got this force that's pushing one way, and you're not actually, with this, you're not pushing against it. You're like going in a third direction. The thing that's pushing against it most right now, from the people's perspective, is actually like the political campaign that Kazan sort of got a little bit unintentionally involved in. So like, if those two things were both existent, if the fascism and the political campaign were pushing against each other, then your religious letter would be more successful.
That's okay, because that's actually a different facet that I want to be exploiting shortly, but maybe not having time for this game. But this is a 12 step or a 14 or 18 step
program. I love it. I like this list. I'm excited to see it all. Excellent.
So yeah, that, and just like catching up on temple admin and like trying to send a letter over to Dawa or someone to come get the body in the cellar and stuff like that is just kind of like what's occupying his afternoon, because he can't, I don't think he's going to have much free time, like to work with Azad and to meet up with Juniper and talk to Alden until nightfall.
Okay, sounds good. Then Juno, before nightfall, where are you headed?
Juno, I think, would is it okay if you mute so that I
sorry, I keep forgetting.
Juno, I think, is going to she wants to meditate, but I think she also does need to warn Kaz what she's doing, so Kaz doesn't die. So she is going to cast Sending real quick on Kaz, and be like, hey, is anyone listening on in your head right now? If yes, it's chill. Just let me know. Are you good? Are you safe? Are you a secure place?
How many words can you say with Sending again?
25. So 25. Are you good? Are you safe? Are.
Yeah, I think I'm good. How are you? Have you eaten? I've met someone really cool today. Also, I saw Masha, and She was great. Maybe we should.
Stop. She was great, maybe.
Juna's going to cast it again.
Just over the table real quick, you guys have Spies Murmurs now, so this burning of spell slots is just amazing.
Shoot! Okay, so yeah, she's gonna use her.
Don't stop by any means.
She's gonna remember magically that she has this. And be like, oh, Kaz, okay, yeah, sorry, hold on. Hey.
Sarah, mute.
Sarah, can you mute?
I thought I was.
You're good. Hey, Kaz. Hey. So how would you feel if I caused a lot of chaos with you know who, the child?
Are you using sending right now? Or
no, I'm using this special thing.
Okay.
Special thing. Never mind, I'll stop counting then. My bad.
That sounds really fun and really like a lot of things to do. Yes?
Yeah? Sure. Is she still causing you trouble?
Well, see, here's, the funniest thing happened. I'm gonna assume I'm just back at my place by now. So I went to see someone magical, and they told me that I severed a god from my soul, apparently, and I wanted to act really cool, so I didn't react. But I think no. I think she's not causing me trouble anymore.
There's dead silence on the other end of the line for a moment, and then you hear Juno going, fuck, 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 fuck. And just you just hear a fire being lit and things being thrown into it. And she goes, okay, change of plans. Kaz, do you want to help me meditate today?
Oh my gosh, yes. I learned this great new technique. We should try it out.
Okay, we're going to be sunbathing. I'll meet you at the beach.
Now?
Yes, now. I'm going. I need all the meditation I can get.
It's okay.
She is heading through the city. Juno is on a mission. She is going. Yes.
Okay, no, keep going. Sorry, keep going. You're not going to make it to the beach yet, but keep going.
But she's heading towards the beach. Not the one closest to Yemis, but a nice little beach where it won't be an issue if you sunbathe for 3 hours.
Stand my ass up.
As you are heading that direction, you see 3 kids running down the street with this huge barrel. And they just run past your vision. And they're kind of blocking or obscuring something for the vision, but you see them lift the barrel up and then drop it down on someone and laugh and run away. And you see there's now this person, or rather there are legs stuck in a barrel in the middle of a side street.
I've run into this before as a player. Okay, yeah, Juno's gonna run over. She's going to. Can she get this person out of the barrel pretty easily, or does she need to do something?
I mean, this person is really round, and they're kind of stuck in the.
Knew it. Fucking knew it. Okay. She is going to, kind of knock very softly and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you out."
I'm kind of used to it in here. This could be fine, probably. This would be fine. I can just learn to live inside a barrel for the rest of my life.
She's gonna be like, I really don't think you should, though. I think that would probably be a very bad idea. Hold on one moment, please. Thank you. And she is going to see what she's gonna see if she can push him out with that's 10 pounds of thing with mage hand. Let's see. She is going to try to break the barrel.
Okay. With what?
With a with shock and grasp. She's gonna be like, "Are you good with lightning?"
What? Sorry, what?
I can break this barrel. Do you want me to break this barrel?
Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. Yeah, do what you need to do. Hold on one second. And you hear someone chant the spell for absorb elements inside it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure you're good. And then she's going to cast shock and grasp on there.
Absolutely. What damage? Just
so melee spell attack.
It hits automatically. It's
okay.
A barrel. And it's not
a barrel.
Resisting.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Roll damage. Okay, what is the damage? That's very important. 1d8. Okay.
Probably, but it's cantrip damage, so it's scaled. What level are you?
I'm level something. Level 13.
Yeah, so then you're so that's 3d8.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Here to help.
14.
Beautiful. Yeah, the barrel shocks and shakes apart, and like chunks of it fall off, and you see a very round halfling who just sort of falls on his butt and looks at you and says, "Oh." And of course it had to be you.
Excuse. Also, hi, are you okay?
I'm embarrassed, and then of course I had to have my embarrassment solved by you of all people.
Me of all people? What does that mean exactly?
Nothing. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, but I need an answer to that one first off.
Which one?
Why me of all people?
Not the other one?
What other one?
The other one that I said.
What other one did he say? Oh my god. How do you know of me?
I have known of you for a long time.
That's
Hi, it was mentioned to me that you were looking for me.
It's not crossing her at all. She's looking at a halfling. Maybe? May I have your name?
Right. I should do this correctly. I am doing this very badly. How do you feel this is going?
Well, you were in a barrel, and then I had to electric shock you out.
It's true.
And then you implied that you knew me, and then are being very vague about it. Do you want to sit down somewhere?
Yes.
Let's find a cafe. Hold on. Let's go find somewhere to sit down. She's going to take him to the lighthouse.
Right. So you sit in the lighthouse. And he looks at you and he do they have smoothies here? And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 3 coins and he hands them to you. That should cover anything. Could you get us a couple of smoothies? I feel like we should have this over smoothies.
Sure. And she kind of walks away and she's thinking like very quickly sends like ascending to Alum as she goes, and it's like, Alum, I don't know if you can hear this, but I have the weirdest shit I'm gonna have to tell you later. I just ran into a guy in a barrel. It's so wild. Okay, I love you, bye. And he might get it. And then she's going to go and see if they have smoothies and get them if they do.
Yeah, they have smoothies. You're about to hand over the coins and you look at them and they are ancient.
Oh, nobody's going to take these.
Yeah, they are pre-Tawani.
Okay. She'll pay for it with her own money.
Absolutely. I will say they look kind of freshly minted.
Yeah. But they definitely look very old.
Yes.
She's not passing these over to anybody.
Okay.
She's going to take them straight to Salmon as soon as she can. But for now, they are in her pocket.
Mango smoothies.
She goes back with the mango smoothies, thinking, I should have told Kaz where I was. And then sets them down.
So, Juniper,
Yes.
how has your life been? I am Samo.
Hi, Samo. That is a lot to ask. You mean
Right.
like, as on the whole, how has my life been? Like, as a
Yeah.
general feeling, or
Yeah. Has it been good?
yeah, I'd
Your
say it
friends?
has been. Um, my friends? Yeah,
You
they're
have
good. Do you
friends.
know of them?
I see
I mean,
snippets sometimes.
so you've been. Are you a watcher?
No.
Okay.
I'm your father?
What? Hold on. Sorry. she just, as he says this, she's taken a sip of the smoothie just out of the sheer awkwardness of this whole conversation. And some choking definitely happens.
Yeah, and he like reaches over and like pats you on the back a little bit.
Um how is, pardon to ask, but are you, is this an illusion?
No. What? No.
Are
Although
you
I'm under like 70 or 80 different levels of protection so that no one knows that I'm here.
okay, but you're, how, what?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I
I want to answer.
you, you're my dad.
Yes. I
And
mean, I tend to think of dad as being a word associated with someone that raised you, and I didn't really raise you, so
right, father,
parent?
parent.
Father is fine. I'll take the father.
Um and how did, well, uh, is the insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Juno would roll an insight check in this situation.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's deeply nervous about having this conversation, but you don't see any signs of deception. You see him glance out the window a lot. You see him sort of glance towards you realize that he's clocked every exit in the place.
Okay.
But there's no
Juno.
sign of deception.
Okay. I understand this is a lot to take in. So are you actually a halfling? Or how would that happen? I mean, I'm a fox folk.
No, you're not.
What?
And I think on that we will pause to take our break.
Shit! I love you, Matt. You're so fucking cool. You fucking rock.
We're going to pause to take our break there, guys. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Thank you all so
Jesus,
much.
Mary and Joseph.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sagas of the Shimmering Sea. This is the Assassination of Primarch Magli Blackice. As always, I like to take a moment at the top of the second part of the show to encourage you, yes, you, our lovely audience, whoever you may be, to look around at your life around you and see if there is a way that you can help someone in need. I don't know who that person is. I don't know what they need, but I hope that you can find a way to help them. Sometimes that's a kind word or a kind gesture. Sometimes that's support. Sometimes that's offering them a discount on a product that they can't afford or something. I don't know. But if you can look for a way to help people, particularly those that are disadvantaged in some way, I think that's just one of the one true good things that you can do. And I would encourage you to think about that in your life and see how you can help people. Also, we have other shows on this channel. I know. We've got 2 shows on Thursdays. This show is Thursday evenings, but Thursday mornings we've got the Hidden Tomb of Akarut, and they are on the warpath. They have decided that there are 8 bosses left, and they are figuring out how to take them out one by one, while also removing some of their support structures and systems of support, which is pretty cool. Today, they freed a Sphinx from the oppressive control of a Lich. Wow, that was powerful. They also found an ivory statue. For those of you that know what an ivory statue is lore-wise inside this world, well, you are intrigued and interested that they found it, because it was well hidden. It was protected by a Sphinx that they freed, for example. As well as some cool magical items, which they don't know what they are yet, because I don't know what they are yet, but I'm going to fix them and give them some cool magical items. And then we've got this show. This show is happening lots of times, lots of fun. And then we've got a show on Sundays. Sundays is The Chosen Few. The Chosen Few are marching north towards Prion right now. They have fled Chalestra. They have dealt with the alien radiance, this bright colored thing that hypnotized and scared people and was very creepy and disturbing, with a beautiful fight that was done all in silence, which I loved, and now have found their way north and are inside Prion, and figuring out what to do there and looking into researching who or what chose them and why. I do not think it's going to go well for whoever or whatever it was that chose them, because they seem to want vengeance. And I think that's interesting and fun. So come check out some of our other content. Oh, that show's not happening this Sunday, sorry. So it'll be next Sunday when that comes back, because we are still on hiatus on that show. I actually screwed up my schedule. I have a Father's Day brunch with my father, so it's my fault. You can blame me. But that show will be back the following Sunday. And with that, let us get back into it. So, let's see. Where do we leave everyone? Kaz, you're headed to the beach to do some meditation. Thomas, you are doing some business administration stuff, working around, making the temple go smoothly, inspiring people, trying to guide people towards good life choices, trying to be a fair wind in everyone's life.
Trying to evade public draft policies.
Yeah, trying to evade public draft policies. You've got a boyfriend to speak to at some point, and that'll be interesting. And Juno, where was Juno? Oh, right, that's where Juno was. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So there you are at the Lighthouse Coffee Shop, mango smoothie in hand, and Samo is sitting across from you, drinking his, and I think he's torn through it so incredibly quickly that, like, you get that slurping sound of it's just like going on as he's sipping through a straw right now. And like awkward.
Hold on. One moment. I'm gonna get you another one. Hold up. And she's gonna get up. And she's gonna walk over. And she's going to reserve them a study room. And another smoothie. And she's gonna walk over and be like, "We're going in there now."
He shakes his head. I don't think so.
Yes, we are.
There's only one exit.
You'll stand by it. It'll be fine.
No. I don't go into rooms with only one exit.
Oh my god. Where can we go where we won't be in public?
Here's fine. No one can hear or overhear.
Okay, she's gonna sit back down and be like, "Okay, I'm not a foxfolk."
Well, I mean, kind of depends on how you define things, doesn't it?
Okay, different question. What am I?
I mean, you're Juniper.
Okay. You know the question that I'm trying to get the answer to, though, right? Like, if I'm not a foxfolk, then what am I? What do you mean? How is this happening?
Well, what do you want to be?
What do you mean? What do I want to be?
Well, I mean, this is a physical form.
Yes. How did I get this physical form?
You chose it.
When?
A while ago.
Why? How?
What do you mean?
So, I remember growing up as a foxfolk.
That's all those memories are true.
Yes. Okay. Good. What was I before that?
Oh, I see. Kind of a gold color.
Her smoothie is untouched. So I was a gold color. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How did I happen?
Well, I fell in love, sort of, I thought. And we thought we could make it work, and we couldn't. And we thought that maybe a child would fix it, but it didn't.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Sorry, I know that's a lot.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes people go through that.
Trying to be as honest as I can.
Yeah. Who was the other person? Because I know someone who says that they knew her.
Who told you that they knew her, and what did they say?
It was a foxfolk who said they knew her. Again, with me thinking, maybe I was a foxfolk. This was never in doubt before this point. I should let you know.
Sure. Yes, I can understand how this could be disconcerting, and I apologize for disconcerting you.
You don't have to apologize for disconcerting me. I just would like to know as clearly as possible what has happened and is happening. He wouldn't tell me who she was because he said that I hadn't, like, I didn't have permission or something. Like the tree didn't tell me it was okay.
Right. That was very good of that tree. Old Zaka is a good friend. Right. So, okay, here's what you need to know. I have a lot of enemies.
Okay.
They all very badly want not so much to kill me as control me.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to think of, like, the most polite way to say this.
Do you need help?
Okay. Despite the fact that this is very awkward, this is kind of the best day of my life. I just wanted to say that very quickly. But I also want to sort of say that from, like, a purely academic, like, tactical standpoint of, like, strategy and trying to, like, win things, it was absolutely not a good idea to engage in reproductive practices, because I created you is a weak point for me. And if my enemies knew of you and your existence, then they could easily use you to get to me.
Oh. Well.
And that is why I have not been around. And
okay.
You were too young to understand, and then you were probably too young to understand that I would, even if you did understand, that I would have to leave. And then it was kind of easier to just watch you from afar than to be a problem in your life.
Oh. Well, I should let you know. Problems are not unknown to me.
Yeah.
Your problems are unknown to me. This is new. But I've been on the bad side of something that you would call equivalent to a god more than once in more than one of them. I think the number's 3 so far. I'm at 3.
Sure.
So
What's
I
3?
understand. I understand that a little bit. I mean, I'm sure 3 is much different than thousands or millions or however many is going on with you.
No, not many, but powerful, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And you know, I have a friend who their being with me and being my friend was considered a bad thing for them. But you know, it's remarkable we're still friends. It's still something that can happen.
And I'm glad that you have that friendship. I'm glad that you have friendship in your life. I think that when I look at my life, excluding you, the best moments of it have been ones of camaraderie and friendship. I have this new friend. I just made a new friend. She's really nice. And she is very self-sacrificing.
Oh,
But
that could
very
be
nice.
trouble. That could be troublesome.
It is. I offered her a way out, and she chose against it. Which is fine, of course. She it was her choice.
So
Right.
it's okay. So when I came around, I was like those things beyond the veil that, you know, can that conduits can interact with, or was it something more metaphysical?
Well, most of the things beyond the veil are a lot more minor, but that's not a bad metaphor if we are comparing those things to a candle and you to like a star.
Okay. Those things I should probably have redone how I said that. Those things I'm kind of referring to as like what people here would call gods.
Oh, 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 sure, yes, of course. Sorry, there's so many different cultures and they all have sort of these different understandings of deification. Got it. No, sorry, I thought you meant the like little sprite things, the creatures.
I have run into one of those, but no.
Yeah, those are cute. Um, are you Well, I don't know. I don't think you're God, if that's what you're asking.
I don't think I am either. People would need to worship you for that, and that would be incredibly uncomfortable.
Right, you'd need to have both worship and then also a fragment of deity inside of you, as well as certain abilities that you'd have to uncover and unlock, which I doubt you have. There's a lot
Oh,
of
okay, good.
aspects to being a god. I'm not a god.
Okay, good. Okay, that's what I was worried about.
No.
Honestly, because you know, the way you look and the way you described how things happened, it made me very worried. So Juno is just like relief pouring off of her like steam right now. Okay. So then what? How? Hold on. I have so many questions. Is I guess they don't matter because how I am now, but if I wanted to say change how I am now, would that be possible?
Well, your form, you're thinking about like your physical form?
Yeah. If I
Cool.
was able to change it before.
Yes. Well, You have been sort of in this form for a long time, and that makes it harder to leave your essences used to it. But certainly it's possible. You could do it yourself. Eventually, you'll have to study and practice and gain a little power. You could do it yourself. If you wanted to, though, we could talk to someone who could probably change it for you.
Oh, well, I don't want to, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering if that was possible. Like, what?
Well, you, at the time, were very interested in experiencing what a mortal life was like, which is why we helped you with this form.
So I wasn't mortal before.
You're definitely not mortal now, either.
So I'm not How am I not mortal?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you're not, then, obviously, because
Strictly
people are...
speaking, no. I mean, we can die, you know.
Right. How am I not mortal? So if I'm not mortal, what am I?
Immortal?
Immortal. Like forever immortal, or just not a mortal?
Well, more like the latter, but also like you like if someone stabbed you, this is your body. It'll fall apart. Right?
Yeah.
But like you will last, assuming you're not stabbed or killed or disintegrated. Oh God.
Okay, don't think about that. Hold on, don't think. Okay, smoothie, you can have the rest of my smoothie.
No, it's good. I have a little bit of a brain freeze. It's okay.
Okay. Try not to think about that.
Sure. Yes, of course. Right. Trying to be here for you and answer your questions. You've got to have more questions than I have stress. Sorry.
No, I just don't want you to think about, people dying.
Right.
Do you? And she realizes she's been asking a lot of questions. And she goes, just one thing real quick. Am I not supposed to know who the mother is?
Oh, I mean, you haven't, like, met or known her at all? But, I at least I can't imagine. But, she's a friend of old Zaka's. She's a tree in the grove.
Oh, a tree.
Yeah.
Like, just a tree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she just has this moment where you can see that she's getting this mental image and she's erasing it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering some of that.
So, okay,
what do you want to know?
What's your favorite breakfast?
Favorite breakfast to have for favorite food to have for breakfast, or favorite breakfast I've ever had?
Either, both.
Well, my favorite breakfast food is probably going to be, and she's gonna like describe this like really nice, like maybe orange and like lemon poppy seed scone, and she'll go, but I think the favorite breakfast I ever had was when I was very young, and Mela stepwise was not feeling too well, but I really, really, really wanted to try oatmeal because I heard about how cool oatmeal was, and she didn't know how to make it because she had never made it. Or like there's something where it's like this is something she never had to make for herself because it wasn't something that she liked, and it caused absolute chaos in the kitchen. But in the end, we had two, and I don't know how it happened or what was put into it, but it was the most delicious thing I had in my life.
Oatmeal and orange lemon scones.
Yes.
Orange lemon poppy scones.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anything else?
I mean, tons and lots of tons, but I feel like yours might be more pressing to you.
Maybe. So Okay.
I just kind of know
Immortal.
everything about you, you know, everything about who you are and what you do and how you spend your time and what that means to you. And are you like a freedom fighter or something? That's sort of what it seems like through my visions of you.
Okay, people can't hear us, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
looking
yeah. I've
around.
got it. Yeah, and like you realize that no one reacted to you screaming earlier or anything like that. So like,
Okay. Well, yes, something like that, where there's an imbalance of power here, and we're working to change that. Um, and she's going to explain her friends,
good.
talk about them a little bit, um, and how they're noticing there's an imbalance with the gods here in particular. Um, and she'll be like, so we've been doing things like that. I'm learning different types of magic. There's this magic of intent.
Good, good. I'm
And
glad that you have that you're picking that up a little bit. Not everyone can do that, you should know.
is that something that is easier for me to do
Yeah.
because of and the danger of corruption, is that still as strong?
Sorry, in what sense? You're asking if you are still at risk for it?
Well, I mean, of course I'm at risk for it. I think I'm at risk for it.
Yeah. Um,
um
but also like you should be fine.
right. um and that things are good with Stepwise. Did you know who I ended up with?
Yes, Mela stepwise and at the Wizard's Tower in the east, and then basically straight here. Um, priest friend, paladin friend, bard friend,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Well, that is, yeah, that's been a lot of it.
Okay.
Sorry, this is something that's a little, it's a lot.
Right. I had an
um
idea if you are amenable to it.
sure, what would you like to do?
Um, well, it looks down at a hand and he pulls off a ring. It's blue all the way through. Um, and he hands it to you.
Okay.
And he says, next week sometime or tomorrow or really whenever, uh, tap that ring 5 times in a row. Just like tap, 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 tap. And a door will open in front of you that no one will see. And you can come through it and have breakfast.
Well, yeah, that would be nice.
It'll be a safe space, and you can think about anything you want to ask that I can answer.
Yeah, that would be good. And I can write down some stuff, maybe. um I
Like about your life?
Yeah,
I would love that.
yeah, I can do that. um
I kind of want to hear everything, even the boring stuff. I want to hear like do you floss?
well, um that's sure. Sure, we can do that. And she goes, one thing though that I know that I am very good at, and that we can experience right now. um do you want a hug?
Are you sure? I was reading a book by a friend of mine about estranged relationships, and the first thing it says is don't over push
No, okay, first,
boundaries.
look, and she's gonna pull out her book
Mhm.
on Lady of Quality, and she's going to say, so just for the record, this is also a book on how to behave. And she's just going to flip through it, and you're going to see all of
Right,
the
the Lady of
wealth
Quality.
of notes that she has made on this book.
It seems to me like you should publish your own version.
Maybe, but I don't think books are. This is going to sound horrifying coming from me, but maybe books aren't everything.
Well, do you want me to pass on your corrections?
What do you mean?
To the Lady of Quality?
Wait, you know her?
Yeah.
I thought she wasn't around anymore.
She's not, but that doesn't... Never mind. Let's just hug.
Okay. And she's going to get up and she's going to give him a very big fluffy hug.
Yeah, and he gives you a very big warm hug as well.
And
I like your tails.
Thank you. I made them myself.
You really did.
And yeah.
So, come over for breakfast when you want. We may have to limit some aspects of our contact.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's okay.
But come over whenever you want. It's not you. And it's certainly not my desire. I want to be near you all the time, but for your safety.
Right. Well,
I can't actually maintain all this forever.
I know. Well, or I will try to understand. Well, if you're in trouble and people are after you, I mean, if there's anything we can do.
That's very nice of you, and it's not that kind of trouble, though.
Okay.
It's
all right. Because I know somebody who just did a number on the creature of rotten bone. So, just saying.
I know. No. My circle and I have a degree of protections and safes here, and so I'm sure we will be fine. It's more about, there's an art to avoiding trouble rather than rooting it out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does. Well, thank you for coming when the person I spoke to told you to.
Of course. I am sorry I didn't come sooner.
Well, being with Stepwise has been good. And being here has been good. And I like being here. And I like who I am here.
Good. You're going to be late to meet your friend. Can I cast a spell to help you run faster?
Yes, that'd be great.
And he taps you and casts Long Strider on you.
Thank you. Okay, and Gina, once she's gonna awkwardly make her leave and be like, well, I'll see you tomorrow if I don't piss off a god too badly.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
I have every faith.
Right. Thanks. And she got his name, right?
Samo.
Yes. Samo. I should just call you Samo for now. Probably.
Right. Yes.
Thank you. It gave me a lot of questions. But that's great. Questions are good. I live with questions. I will see you later. I have to find Kazan and scream at her.
And he nods and he turns and you see him just walk into an invisible wall and disappear.
Okay. And Juno is going to book it out of there but as she books it out of there, she's basically going to like get into the stone. She's gonna like whip out the stone and be like, Kazan, Thomas, meet me at the beach.
I'm sorry, who is this?
I don't know.
Should really get some caller ID on these things.
I don't know, Thomas. That's the thing. I don't know. Meet me at the beach right now.
Dude, okay, is this a tea thing or is this a wine thing?
This is a mom is the moon thing.
Oh, so both. Okay, got you.
Yeah, so she's gonna get to the goddamn beach. She'll have told them which beach she's going to.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna walk into the ocean.
Like you do.
And she's going to scream.
Yep.
There you go. Classic move.
Yep.
I think as you come out of the ocean, Kazan is there, and Thomas arrives shortly later.
I'm taking the scenic route. She'll be fine.
Yeah. Thanks, Thomas. Thank you. Yeah, so
it's a nice night.
So Juno catches Kaz up with things. You know, just so that she knows. And it's like, yeah, so you know when you found out about your mom and everything, how do you deal, like, how are you not freaking out all the time 100%?
I don't understand the question.
How are you not freaking out? Are you freaking out right now?
Yeah. Well, but also a lot of that's because you're freaking out. Is your mom also the moon?
No, she's a tree.
Wait, there's 2 moons, right? That
Yep.
could happen.
Yeah, is your mom the other moon? Oh no, she's a tree?
No, she's a tree. Yeah, my mom's a tree. My mom's a tree, Cass.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then she's going to just like cast sending to fucking oh my god, I forgot his name. Samhain. Mm-hmm. So Samhain is like probably off doing something chill right now, recovering, and just be like, he'll just get a sudden message from Juno saying, my mom's a tree, Samhain, and that's gonna be all he gets. So I'm gonna
like deja vu.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let
I hope Jess decides
Jess
he was
know.
cooking something again.
I got it.
He always seems to be cooking something when he gets these messages.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll explain that, you know, maybe is not fully mortal and wet, and you know, I had this whole concept of mortality, and that as a foxfolk I would probably die a little bit earlier, and now it's not a thing. And yeah, hold on. And she's gonna try to go back into the ocean again if nobody stops her.
Wait. Arrives late with kebabs and he hands her one.
She just looks at him and keeps walking.
Just distributing kebabs. His appetite is back after years. He asks Azad, did you know about that?
Yeah, Azad, did you know about that? It's just staring at his tattoo. Staring at the tattoo.
Did I know? Was I aware of what?
That, like, what am I? What am I, Azad?
Juniper.
Okay, I've gotten that answer today.
What do you... I'm sorry, I want to answer... I want to be helpful here.
Am I mortal?
As far as I know.
And Juno's just gonna lie down in the sand.
Why? Is she not? What's going on? I'm lost. I wasn't paying attention. My mind was elsewhere.
She just said she wasn't, or she wasn't a fox or something.
Yep, apparently not. And she's just like she's got like the foxtails are just swishing frantically.
I love how, like, in this moment of like learning that you may not be entirely a foxfolk, your body is just like very much on display. Your tails are flipping everywhere. Your fur is slickening. You know, you're screaming in the ocean. It feels like a very embodied moment. I love it.
Yeah. For everything, like, she's being like, I'm not a foxfolk, and she is very much 100% a foxfolk in this moment.
I'm sorry to ask this, Thomas, but is Juno okay? Should we be doing something? Is this a mental break of some sort? Should we be like looking at getting help in some way?
I offered her food. She turned it down. It's out of our hands. I've done all I can, sadly.
Oh,
I need to meditate somehow. Somehow I need to meditate. How is this going to happen?
I don't think that can happen right now. With you're rolling around in the sand. I think that's not where you're at right now.
If you try to meditate, you might summon something terrifying. I have no idea how wizards work.
She looks up at Kaz and she goes, "I can be calm." And her tail, she's like, sand everywhere. I can be at peace with myself.
You want to like dunk your head in some ocean water? Maybe that will,
I tried that twice. Okay, hold on. Deep breaths. I did want to know who my biological parents were. And I have found out. And that is a thing that exists in the universe.
And you're immortal?
I mean, you can stab me. Don't stab me. Don't stab me. But I mean, apparently, like, okay, like, I could die physically, sure, but old age, I don't think so.
Sick.
Sick. That's not sick.
That's a good question. Can you get sick?
Yes, I've gotten sick before. I've had the flu before. Ask Stepwise. It's disgusting. Just all the fur. It's horrible.
I don't know how to process this information.
Yeah, I don't know how to process this information too, because I am supposed to be. Hold on a second. Has she done her? Has she just been like spouting this? No, she hasn't. She's been good. She private sanctum.
Oh, no.
She private sanctumed it. She private sanctumed it. She's just gonna be like, yeah. I don't really know how to process it either, because I am supposed to, I was thinking that I was going to try to flesh out Child Yemis tonight. And now I don't know if I can.
So, yeah, said your mom's a tree.
Yeah, my mom's a tree.
I'm gonna regret asking about the logistics, but
no. I burned that from my thoughts.
No, so your dad was just some bloke who came along and saw this tree?
I mean, probably. I mean, it was probably like the spirit of the tree, and he's a spirit of something. And they liked each other spiritually. I don't know. I did not get a lot of answers. And I don't really want to know the logistics.
And then they left you in a different tree. Did he think he was leaving you with your mother and he got confused?
I mean, no, he knew.
Trees look the same.
No, that's not, like, it's not his fault. I understand the situation. It was better that I was with